The Truth with G.
Yeah, you are now tuned into The Truth with G. Inspire, educate, and uplift. If you can't handle the truth, this ain't the show for you. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So sit back, relax, and buckle up and enjoy this ride.
The Truth with G. The Truth with G. The Truth with G.
All right. Welcome back to the show. You're listening to The Truth with G on WPMM Internet Radio. It's your boy, Gerald Graham. You know me as G. Once again, we are back to talk about the issues that matter to you and your community. Hope all is well with everyone. Hope all is well. It is Monday. We are back on the grind. Hope you had a great weekend. The weather was beautiful here in the Panhandle, so I do hope that you got outside and enjoyed the great weather that we had over the weekend. It wasn't too hot, didn't rain. It was just a beautiful weekend, and hopefully you got outside and did something. But I want to thank you guys for joining me right here again on WPMM Internet Radio. We are back talking about these issues as we always do. But I want to thank my listening audience for tuning in. I tell you the truth, I got the best listening audience in the world, and I do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in on every Monday. And it's becoming sometimes Thursday. I'll be trying to get on Thursday. I promise you I do. I'll be trying to get on Thursdays, but Thursdays is hit and miss. But normally we're here every Monday, Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you check me out. So if you're on Facebook, we're all live on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and share. We're going to talk about some things today that need to be talked about, especially in our community, and particularly in the Black community. We need to talk about a few things. And I want to hear from you guys as well. So if you are on Facebook, I'm not taking phone calls today, but you can leave your comments in the comment section on Facebook. If you're listening from the website, and that's at WPMMradio.com or the app, WPMM Radio app. If you're listening from there, go to my Facebook page, Ttwg Graham is the Facebook page, and chime in on these topics, because I really do want to hear from you on these topics because of everything that's going on today in our society. But once again, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and share. And again, we are WPMM Internet Radio, where we play more music. We play the best in R&B, jazz, neo soul, independent hip hop, old school music. You can listen from the website at WPMMradio.com. We're also live on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Tune in. We're just about on every streaming apparatus. You can check us out. Also, the app, WPMM Radio app. You can download the app. It's a free download. You can go to the website, WPMMradio.com, and download the app. You can go to Google Play Store or the Apple Store and download the app as well. So it is available. So make sure you go and download that app. If you have someone who may not be tech savvy, just send them a text message. We know they got a phone. Just send them a text message, and in the message, just put WPMMradio.com. That's all you have to put in there. All they have to do is click on it and hit play, and they can listen to this show as well. They won't see my ugly mug on the screen if you're on the app or on the website. But if they go get me on Facebook, once again, it's Ttwg Graham. Ttwg Graham is the Facebook page. And I'm trying to, matter of fact, Mr. J Dizzle, if you're listening out there, still need that information so I can get on the other page that we talked about as well. And I keep, when I think about it, is right before I go on the air. So Mr. J Dizzle, if you would, if you're out there listening, go ahead and send me that information so we can get plugged in on all the available sources, if you will. The views and opinions expressed by the individual radio hosts and guests are of their own and does not never reflect the official policy or position of WPMM Radio. WPMM does not intend to align with any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything. All right, now that we have that out the way. But it's been interesting for me, people. It has been so interesting for me. I'm gonna tell you guys, before I start on these topics, let me tell you something about me. Here's where I'm in life, And I don't know if you guys, for people who know me, I don't know if you guys have seen the change, or have noticed the change, or have cared about the change. But the change has come when it comes to myself. I'm at a point in my life where I'm living life to the fullest. I am completely living life to the fullest. I am living life with no regrets. I am living life unapologetically. I am living my life without fear. I am going to enjoy my latter years because I'm not climbing the ladder no more. I done stepped over the top of it and I'm on my way down the ladder. And I told myself that there's no way in the world that I'm going to be unhappy or be miserable while I'm climbing down that ladder. Because eventually I'm going to hit the bottom. It's a given. It ain't no use to trying to say that, you're going to live forever and this, that, and other. No, you're not going to live forever. That ain't how the world works. Like grandma would say, just keep on living. You'll see that your time gonna come to an end at some point. But I'm at a point in my life where I'm gonna live life to the fullest. I'm gonna do the things that I want to do. I'm gonna go to places that I want to go. I'm gonna be around the people that I want to be around, and I'm gonna enjoy my life. I have no room for negative people in my circle. I have no room for naysayers. I have no room for people who are going to try to tell me you can't do this and you can't do that. Because I'm going to do what is going to satisfy me, what is going to make me happy in my latter years. And I've been doing that. I promise you I've been doing that. If you've been on my page, you see anywhere and everywhere I'm doing some things that I've never done in my life before, and I'm doing things for the first time and going places for the first time, and I'm living it up. I'm happy with where I am right now. I'm not a rich man. I'm not even gonna say I'm well off. I'm comfortable enough to where my bills are paid. I can put gas in my car. I can eat every day. I can make sure my family eat every day. So it's not about having all the money in the world. It's just about having enough to do what you want to do. And that's where I am in life. So if you see me and I walk a little different, or I talk a little different, or I act a little strange, it's because I'm happy. I'm not walking in misery. I'm not walking in shame. I'm not walking in hate or anything. I'm living my life. So, but I just wanted to tell you guys that in case you guys haven't noticed. We got a couple of you on Facebook already. We have Miss Deborah Rivers. That's my ride or die. She's on here every night that I'm on. She's been here since day one. It's been going on 4 years. She's been here since day one. Been riding with me ever since. I appreciate her. I promise you I do. Mr. John Adams, what's going on, my buddy? I can't see, so if you see me squinting, it's because I'm trying to see these screens and I'm trying to read what's on these screens. I've been looking at computer all day, so my eyesight is a little hazy right now. I'm trying to focus. So I keep telling y'all, I'm not illiterate. I can read. I just can't see what the hell I'm reading. And Mr. Adams done put something in here. I wish I could see it. He said, change, have you became a Republican? See, he with that foolishness. Mr. Adams with that foolishness. I can count on Mr. Adams coming with that foolishness every time. But Mr. Adams, he's a good man, though. I appreciate him listening to this show. But I know he's going to come with that foolishness. He said, this is terrible, people. I promise you, I can't see crap right now. Let's try this other screen over. Oh, he said still got nickel in the jelly jar. It's actually 17 cents. It's 17 cents in the jelly jar. And then what he making reference to for people who don't know? Normally I open the show and I once I give a disclaimer about WPMM, about suing WPMM, these are my words. So you can't sue WPMM. You have to try to sue me if I say something to piss you off. But you can't sue me for telling you the truth. I can't be sued, can't be found liable if whatever I'm saying is the truth. And it can be proven to be the truth, and that's how I roll. But anyway, I say if you do sue me and win, I got 17 cents in the jelly jar. And that 17 cents, you can have it. Even you can have the jelly jar. So the pennies in there may be a little rusty, some of them might be sticking together, but you can have it all. I promise you can, because that's all you're getting if you sue me. Like I say, you're not going to win anyway, because I am telling the truth, if you like it or not. Mr. J Dizzle, I was just talking about you. I don't know if you just chimed in, but I was talking about you. I right before I came on there, I realized that I hadn't got that information to plug into WPMM page. So go ahead and send me that information. I don't know if I can plug into it today's show, but the next show I have it plugged in. But yeah, go ahead and send me that information so I can get plugged in on WPMM. Mr. J Dizzle, that's the brains behind WPMM. He makes everything run like it's supposed to. Appreciate him for having me these past almost 4 years, going on 4 years. I think in July it'll be 4 years. I'm not sure of the exact date. I have to look it up, but 4 years before. In July of this year, it'll be 4 years since I started this show. And once again, I want to thank each and every one of you who have listened, whether it's once or if it's every time I'm on. I appreciate each and every one of you for listening. I appreciate the comments that I get when I'm out in public and people see me and they come up to me and they tell me how much they appreciate what I do. So it's been 4 wonderful years, WPMM, and coming on and giving you guys information on just whatever in the community, just to keep you guys abreast of what's going on in your surroundings. Because a lot of people, the main comments that I get a lot of times when people come up to me, they always say, well, I really don't listen to the news, and I really don't keep up with what's going on, but I'll listen to you. And I take that as a compliment. And but at the same time, I do encourage people to listen to the news, the mainstream news, not the conspiracy theory news, not the Newsmaxes and the Foxes and those idiots over there, but listen to the mainstream news. And if you hear something that you may not feel comfortable with, or whatever the case may be, Google is a powerful thing. Anything that you want to know, you can Google it. You can find the actual information, the accurate information through Google. So I encourage each and every one of you, even if something that I say that you may not think is correct or whatever the case may be, Google it. And if I done said something wrong, call me out. Let me know. That way, because I don't want to pass along any wrong information to anyone about anything. I want to make sure I'm passing on facts. So you can fact check me all day long. But again, I appreciate the people that listen to the show. I got a lot of closet listeners as well. And what do you mean by closet listeners? These are the people that listen to the show. They are either on the website, on the app, and they may be even listening on Facebook. And if they listen on Facebook, a lot of times they'll just listen from their feed, but they won't click into it to where it may show that they are listening. And everybody has their reasons, and I understand some of your reasons, but I challenge you folks not to be scared. Don't be scared of the truth. Don't be scared of the truth. I talk to people all the time, and they say, "Well, you say what everybody thinks but they don't say because they don't want to get in trouble with this organization, or they don't want to get in trouble with their job, and this, that, and another." I ain't got time to worry about that. I promise you, I don't. I ain't got time to fool with that. And because with my job, I have a my particular position is I had to get somewhat of a very, very high security clearance to get my position. And even though I had to go through all what I had to go through to get my position in regards to security clearance, and that they probably checked on everything except the size of drawers I wear. And even though I went through that, and even though I work for the government agencies and this, that, and other, whatever the case may be, I'm still going to talk and say what I got to say. I'm still going to do it, regardless, because I'm telling the truth. And if anybody come at me, whether it's my job or any other agency come at me for telling their truth, then I'm going to be a rich man. I finally have enough money to just splurge and do what I want to do, because I promise you, I'm going to sue everybody that's involved. If you try to come up at me, come to me with some foolishness about the truth I done told, and now you want to act a fool, no, we're not having that. So that's why I'm not job scared. I'm not any of that, because again, I'm not telling lies about it. And anybody I talk about, just let you know, I'm not telling lies about anybody. And some people may think that I may have a vendetta against people, whatever the case may be. But if I got a personal vendetta against you, and that vendetta has nothing to do with the community, if it's a one-on-one thing, just me and you, we having a dispute or whatever the case may be, if we can't settle that dispute, I'm not going to come on the show and talk about you on the show, because that's between me and you. That's not for everybody to know. That's between me and you. However, if you are in the community and you are a public figure, and you're in a position of trust, or you're trying to seek a position of trust, or what have you, or you're a prominent figure, or if you're a pastor that you're leading these people, and you're a politician, and you have these constituents and this, that, and other, and you out there acting a damn fool, and if I tell you the truth, that's something different. That's something totally different. So a personal issue going on between me and you, and you being in the public eye and supposed to be a public official, personal in a position of power, if you will. Yes, I'm gonna call you out, and I'm gonna call you out gladly, because people in the community need to know what's going on and what's not going on. So, Mr. Adams say, "Fam, you should have Googled that guy that promised them that endowment." See, I'm not even gonna read the other comment, because I'm waiting on some things. Mr. Adams, you can help me. You might be able to help me with that. Based on your last comment, I need. I haven't seen it, and I'm not gonna say it out loud. But I need, if you have the resources. I haven't found it. I look for it, but I haven't found it. I've been hearing things that something may be happening within a particular position in our local politics, if you will, and I'm not going to mention it or say anything about it until I can verify that it's true. And Mr. Adams, I think you know what I'm talking about. So if you have any certified, valid information in regards to that situation, please hit me up. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, hit me up after the show, and I'll let you know what I'm talking about. So, but anyway, let's talk about these topics. And I'm gonna start with even though it's not in particular in our yard, but is in our backyard. It's right across the street. And I was going to talk about something totally different, but this came about just the other day, yesterday or Saturday, if you will. But when will we overcome? And I'm asking the question: when will we overcome ourselves? we are so quick to blame the white man for this, that, and the other. We so quick to throw the blame on other folks. But when are we going to overcome ourselves? When are we going to act right and do the right things? And you know, we live in. I'm living amongst a bunch of black people who will throw rocks and then hide their hands and then blame everybody else for the damage that the rocks that they threw are doing. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I need for black people to get it together. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know. I'm trying to find exactly what the issue is so we can implement some type of change to change the mentality of people who are out here acting just damn fools. And I don't know what it, I don't know. I wish I had the answer. If I had the answer, I promise you, I would be out there in the middle of the street, you know, with a red wig on and some green shoes, jumping up and down, giving everybody the answer, making sure everybody paid attention to me so where they would have the answers. But I don't have the answer. And I can't get the answers until I know what the problem is. I can speculate. I can say it's this. I can say that. I can say it's the parenting, it's the community, it's the teachers, it's the clergy, it's this, that, and it's, you know, it's the lack of jobs. And I can sit here and speculate on all that, but I can't put my finger on what the problem is. You know, even in our society, in our community, and right here in Pensacola, Florida, where we broadcast with WPMM, the violence is outrageous. It is absolutely terrible. I am afraid for my children. I'm not afraid for myself because I'm at a point in life to where I can handle what happens to me. I know that I'm not going down without a fight. But I'm scared for my children. I'm scared that my children may not be able to handle situations that may come and present themselves. As Adam says, it's always easier to blame other people than blame yourself. And that seems to be what we're doing. We create the carnage. We create all of the melees and then we point to the other people. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. And you know, we done had some shootings here in Pensacola. I'm gonna talk about them in a minute. But over in Baldwin County, over the weekend, this MAYDAY celebration. We have a MAYDAY celebration here in Pensacola. Last year MAYDAY celebration, same kind of dumb shit happened at MAYDAY last year. I haven't heard anything about Pensacola MAYDAY in regards to any issues this year, but I know last year there was some gunshots fired at MAYDAY in Pensacola last year. Luckily, nobody was killed in that situation, but still shots were fired at Pensacola MAYDAY last year, 2023. This year MAYDAY in Baldwin County, 3 people are dead, 18 are shot. At a MAYDAY celebration in Baldwin County. And I saw the video. I seen, you know, actually one of, I'm not gonna call any names, but one of the Pensacola person was at that particular MAYDAY. And they put out a video. I guess they were live at the time, and they put out the video, and as they was walking through the chaos after the shots were fired, and you know, they were showing people laying on the ground that had been hit, whatever the case may be, in this video. And I heard people complaining. And the complaints, the complaints that I kept hearing, you know, the one guy that was there was one guy that was talking about all the dumb shit that was going on. But in the background, I kept hearing about they're complaining about what the police is or isn't doing. It was complaining about the police. They right over there, but they're not doing anything. But it was on that one gentleman on that particular video that I saw that was raging their complaint against the person or persons that were doing the shooting. So nobody was focused on the person doing the shooting. It was focused on what the police were doing. The fuck? Why are we? The police react to your dumb shit that you be doing. That's what the police are there for. They can't stop you from being an asshole. They can't stop you from being stupid. They can't stop you from pulling that trigger for no fucking reason. They can only react to it. But we had people that were complaining about what the police were doing or not doing, but they weren't complaining about the dumbass people that's out there shooting. And y'all excuse my language. God ain't through with me yet. But God knows I get pissed off over dumb shit. But there were 18 people shot, 3 people dead. And just to give you a background, I'm gonna read a little bit of the story that came out. This is courtesy of WEAR News. Baldwin County, Alabama, 3 people shot. 3 people are dead after 18 people were shot at a party in Baldwin County Saturday night. Happened around 9:30 p.m. in Stockton community. Preliminary investigation revealed that local residents hosted a Mayday event yesterday in an open field in Upper Bryant's Landing Road. The sheriff office said in a release, we estimated there was approximately 1,000 people that attended the gathering. Deputies say that according to witnesses, the event was peaceful until an argument took place, which led to at least one person shooting multiple rounds into a large crowd. A total of 18 people were shot. 3 of the victims died from their injuries. There are no known suspects. We do believe that there may have been more shooters, and we are following up on those leads. After the initial response, the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office requested assistance from Baldwin County major crime units to investigate the incident. Investigators assigned to are on standby and would need help following up on other leads. Baldwin County Sheriff's Office is asking for public's assistance with the investigation. If anyone has information about the case, captured video of the event and wait to identify offenders, contact the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office at 251-972-8589. Again, that's the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office, 251-972-8589. And I don't know if anybody in that community is listening to me tonight, but here's the thing what pissed me off about black people. They estimate over 1,000 people at that event. From the pictures I saw of that event, it was more than 1,000 people there at that event. The thing is, somebody know who was shooting, who all had guns. Somebody know. But they're not going to say a word. They're not going to say anything, even though they know who It's the killer of those three people. They know who could have possibly shot those other 15 people that survived. They're not going to open their mouth. They're not going to say a word. But Adam said, never mind, Mayday. They are shooting in church. Yeah, there was video that came out. That pastor almost got shot. So it's gun jam. And Mr. Adams might be talking about something totally different because of all the foolishness that we see on a daily basis. But I don't understand. I don't understand. Now, if there was a dispute, the report said that there was an argument that took place between one or two people, or whatever the case may be. First of all, you're in a crowd of people, and you start shooting. If you're in a dispute with one person, your aim is that bad to where you done shot 18 people. The fuck you got a gun for if you can't shoot straight? But this was supposed to have been a peaceful family event for the community to come out and enjoy the festivities, the entertainment, the food, the fellowship. And it turns into a bloodbath. 18 people shot. 3 of those are dead over some dumb shit. I don't know what they were arguing about, but I can guarantee you it wasn't nothing that should have led to someone losing their life. And then we complained in the video, and I'm not saying that, I'm not making this up. I heard it in the video where they was complaining about what the police were doing or what they were doing or not doing. The police over there, they're not doing anything. The police go after the asshole with the gun. Find out, tell the police who got the gun. Tell the police who was shooting. Don't complain about the police not moving fast enough. Give them the information that they need to go get the dumbass that was shooting. Same with these shootings in Pensacola. We having all these shootings in Pensacola and all these killings going on in Pensacola. And now, right now in Pensacola, we got all these killers on the loose. We got killers roaming the streets every single day because somebody know who they are, but nobody wants to say anything. These are people that have killed people that did not show any type of mercy or any type of regard for human life. These are people that have killed people in what they call cold blood. I really don't understand that term, but I'm gonna use it. These are people that have killed people, and people know who they are, and they refuse to say a word. Going back to the 3 gentlemen that was killed in ambush in the vehicle and killed, and I can't verify this, but the information that I'm receiving over that has something to do with a female. Still trying to verify that, but if it is, for one, it's tragic for those 3 individuals to lose their life, period. But if 3 people lost their life over a girl, really? It's not that serious. There ain't a pussy in the world worth 3 lives. Nothing against you women, but ain't a pussy out there that's worth 3 lives. It ain't a pussy out there worth 1 life. If you get a hold of something and you feel like you got to kill somebody over it, let that go. Get that shit up. It ain't worth having. Go find you some keep me sane pussy. Don't go find the pussy that's gonna make you crazy and make you start shooting folks. And then a couple of days after that shooting, there was another young man that was killed over in Mayfair, what have you, Montclair, Mayfair, on Topaz Avenue, and I happened to run across one of the relatives of that victim that was telling me that was one of their relatives, and I could only offer my condolences. I couldn't offer any type of solution to try to comfort this individual or try to make them feel better about what's going on or whatever the case may be. He done lost a loved one. So the family of the person, the families of the people that are killed are now left here to suffer the carnage that is created by people that you know who they are, and they are still roaming the streets. If they kill once, they have to kill twice. Especially if there's no consequence. And much as I hate for my, and I don't know if the suspects are black, white, Mexican, Indian, Asian, Korean, African, Jamaican, Samoan. I don't know who these people are. But regardless of what color, creed, race, religion that they may be, they don't need to be on the streets. They need to face the consequences of their action. Because right now they're desperate. They're desperate because they are running. They are on the run. They are hiding from the law. If they didn't have a problem with going to jail, they would turn themselves in. But obviously they got a problem going to jail. And in that situation where they have a problem with going to jail, they're going to do whatever they have to do to keep from going to jail. And guess what? That put everybody in the community in jeopardy. Because as soon as the sheriff department or the police department get a name or whatever, and they start issuing warrants or whatever, those people are going to be in a desperate mindset. They're going to do whatever they got to do to escape, to get away, and that could mean breaking into houses and taking people's cars and carjacking and killing other folks just to get what they want. And they can't go to work, so they're gonna have to do what they got to do to get money to get to where they're trying to run to. It puts the whole community in jeopardy. And I understand that you don't want to tell on, especially family people that know your family members are idiots and killing folks out here, and then you don't want to turn them in because that's Uncle Junebug, or that's Cousin Ray, or that's my brother, that's damn that. Cousin, uncle, brother, aunt, sister shouldn't have been an asshole and shouldn't have been doing stupid shit. But once they do that, then they got to be held accountable. We got to stop pacifying killers. We got to stop giving killers a pass. We got to stop giving them the okay to continue to keep. And the way you give them that pass is to keep your mouth shut. I'm worried about mine. I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about my sons. I'm worried about my wife. I'm worried about my brothers and my sisters. I don't want them to be in a position where they have to come face to face with somebody who is in desperation, who have been out there and then killed somebody, and come face to face with that person in a situation that they may not even know what the hell is going on. The next thing you know, they are a victim. I don't want you to go through that. I don't want your family to go through that. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you in my family and you out there acting an asshole and you out there shooting and killing people, and then the police roll up on you and you wonder how they knew where you was, because I told them. And I come to the jailhouse and visit you and tell you that I told on your dumb ass. I love you, but you shouldn't have been that stupid. Don't commit no crimes around me, because I am the teacher of snitching 101. I don't give a damn. You do something that heinous, if you go in Circle K and you steal a pack of juice fruit gum, or you put a ball of beer down your pants or whatever, and you walk out the stove. I ain't got nothing to do with that. The cameras will pick you up on that. But when you out there and you start taking people's lives and you start killing people and you start causing chaos and confusion in these families, and you're taking away our fathers and brothers and people's mothers and you know, taking away their family members, then yeah. If I know about it, I'm telling. And not just for my family, that goes for anybody out there. I am the teacher, the professor. Matter of fact, I'm the president of the school that's teaching snitching 101. So don't commit no crimes around me. First of all, don't commit crimes, period. Mr. John says, stupid is as stupid does. But these people that went to this Mayday celebration to have a good time, I'm sure they never expected that, you know, the three that lost their lives, I'm sure they never expected or anticipated that they were not going to return home from that event. The 15 that were shot, I'm sure they anticipated going back home and not going to the hospital to be treated for gunshot. I'm sure they had every intention on going home that night. They had loved ones that were waiting on them at home to return home. And in these Mayday celebrations, you know, there's a lot of young people that attend these type of activities. And even last year in the Pensacola Mayday celebration, you know, I recall that event quite vivid because it was right after my son had came home from college, and we were just talking that the day of the event. He was like, you know, Dad, you know, my buddies called me and asked me if I'm gonna go out there to the Mayday celebration with him. And when he said that, my heart just dropped. Because I know he grown and this, that, and the other, and I can't, you know, I can't regulate where he goes or what he does or whatever. But when he told me that, my heart dropped because I just did not want him to go out there. I didn't tell him that, but my heart dropped. But about a few seconds later, after he told me, you know, who it was, asked him to go out there, whatever, the next words out of his mouth was, "No, I ain't going out there, Dad." Said I don't want to be around that because too much is happening in Pensacola. And at that time, once he told me he wasn't going abroad, I was like, well, I'm so glad you said you were not going out there. And this was before the event even started. And then by the end of the night, when I found out the shots were fired there at Mayday, I could only think the one that was watching over him that gave him sense enough not to go out to that event. Because if I had known, if he had told me he would, if he had went out there, and I found out that that shots were fired during, basically right after it happened, because it started coming up, started being posted that something happened out there. I can't even imagine how those parents who knew their kids were out there were feeling when they found out that shots had been fired and people had been hit. I can't even imagine how those parents felt when they were wondering if it was their child. So I'm glad my child or my young man made a decision not to even go out there, not to even go and hang out. And that's sad, the way your kids can't go hang out with other, you know, young people, and they can't go out and hang out and just know that they're going to have a good time without having somebody die without having somebody get shot, or without having some type of act of violence that goes on. It's a shame, people. What is it going to take? What is it going to take to open the eyes of those who are in the dark? What is it going to take to get to these young people? And it's not always young people. It's some old heads that are idiots too. So I can't just blame young people. It's some old heads too. But unfortunately, the majority are young people. What is it going to take to get it through their minds that life is precious? Life is a precious gift that we have. We're not guaranteed to wake up on this side every day. It's not a guarantee. It's almost like a privilege. It's almost like a getting a trophy every morning that you wake up and you open your eyes and you take that breath. It's like winning a prize because it's not a given. It's not a guarantee that I finish this show tonight. It's not a guarantee that I'll make it to my dinner tonight. That's why I take pride in life, period. That's why I take pride in other people's life. Just, try to make sure that I can help somebody along the way if it ain't but with a few words. I don't understand. My condolences goes out to the families of those victims that were shot and killed. Also, my prayers go out to those who were injured in that melee. My hopes go out to those who were there that witnessed this carnage. My hope is that you can recover from the horrors of what you saw and what you heard. I hope that you seek the help that you need to get through this and hopefully get past this. I can imagine the traumatic implications in seeing something like this. Usually something like that people only see in combat. People that are in the military, that are deployed to these foreign countries and put out there to fight these wars, those are usually the people that see and hear this type of thing. So we had babies out there. We had babies out there that MAYDAY celebration that seen a war. 18 people went down. That's a war. Ms. Rivers said you're exactly right. There was another shooting at Paparazzi Club last night. And I'm not exactly sure where the Paparazzi Club is. It's on Gregory Street somewhere. I think it's over somewhere near. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's on that same end of Gregory Street where the water perky is and all that. But yeah, somebody got shot at Paparazzi. All this shit. Like I said, I don't have good sense, people. I don't have good sense. And I own a firearm. Or firearms, if you will. Now, if I ain't got good sense, and I own a firearm, but I can keep myself from shooting people, the next person got a greater chance than I do to refrain from shooting people. Because I know I ain't got good sense. But I allow good sense to prevail in situations where, where I can pop a cap in somebody and I just choose not to, even though I ain't got good sense. I'd rather fight you. Shit, I'm too old to fight now. I can fight you for a good 30. I can throw a bunch of blows in about 30 seconds. After about 30 seconds, I'm tired. And if I ain't knocked you out by the time I get tired, then I might have to do something different. I don't bother nobody, and I said that in defense of myself. That meant that somebody done bothered me to get me to the point to where I have to defend myself. Do I want to shoot you? No, I don't want to shoot you. But if I can't get you to go down with these blows in 30 seconds or less, then I ain't got no choice. But we have to do better, people. We have to do better for our kids, our community. Once again, my condolences goes out to those who lost their lives when they went to celebrate MAYDAY, and that's usually that celebration that takes place right at the end of the school year and before the summer officially kicks off. And it's just a shame that people have lost their lives. So, but I was supposed to talk about some other topics, like real quick. There was and I probably save it for Thursday. I'm gonna try to get on Thursday. There was a shooting over in Fort Walton, a police shooting where a member of our military was killed by police at seconds after opening the door. When some of the police officers banging on the door, the video is out there. We'll talk about that on Thursday as well. Also, the Trump trial is going on. You know, we got dumbass people who's still going to vote for this rapist. Oh my God, he's a racist, a fraud, a thief, a perjurer, a pedophile, a narcissist, a wannabe dictator. This man has every evil and cruel nature by himself, and we have people that are still voting for him. This orange idiot is still leading in the polls in certain states, and particularly these swing states, these states that has a lot to do with who becomes the next president. He is still leading in some of these polls, even though, and these dumbass evangelicals, if you claim to be a Christian, if you claim to live by the words of the Bible, whatever, and you voting for this dumbass, you need to go to hell. If there's a hell, you need to be there. I am tired of these Christian folks being a bunch of dumbasses and being a bunch of hypocrites and being so evil and then doing it in the name of Jesus. I am tired of you people. And if the shoe fits, kick yourself in the ass with it. These so-called Christians who are doing all this evil and are supporting evil, codifying evil, they're nurturing the evil. Christian folks, the fuck. And then and you do it with your Bible in your hand. You do it, you cause all this evil doing, and you support evil, and then you run your ass to church and sit in the pews and fall out and act all stupid in church like the Holy Ghost got you. It ain't the Holy Ghost. Is you playing? You playing? Follow your stupid ass out in church and listening to somebody who doing dirt themselves or whatever the case may be, and then you claim to be all holy. Kiss my ass. Every evangelical that's evil, that's doing evil, that support evil, every evangelical that's going to vote for this orange idiot to come try to run this country as being a dictator, and you ain't got common enough sense or don't have the morals about yourself to condemn the evil, and you're evangelical. That's a whole nother show. I got y'all. I got to get y'all. What else going on? The Trump trial. Like I say, he's on trial right now. Michael Cohen is be back on the stand. He took the stand today. He'll be back on the stand tomorrow. And the thing is, I'm watching the news about this trial, and everybody particularly the people that's for Trump. They're trying to say, oh, Michael Cohen is a liar. He's lying about this. You know, he lied in the past or whatever the case may be. He lied because he was working for somebody. If he told the truth about it, he was going to lose his job. So he had a reason to lie. Not saying the lie is any good or was good. It's okay to lie. No, it's not. But he was doing it in his own interest to keep his job and whatever the case may be. He had a non-disclosure agreement going on with Trump where he couldn't talk about things. And if he did talk about this and another, he would be sued or whatever the case may be. But he took his dumb ass to jail trying to protect Trump. And he finally realized that I'm an asshole, I'm a dumbass, and I done went to prison for this man, and this man don't give a fuck about me. And now he's telling the truth. And the thing is, they're trying to attack his credibility. However, everything that this young man is saying on the stand is being verified through evidence. And if you're a juror sitting on that jury, and if you hear what he had to say and what took place and when it happened and whatever, and then you see evidence to back that up, and then you go in that jury room and you find this asshole innocent, fuck you and everybody that look like you. It is a shame how this one man is getting away with so much stuff. He done been found in contempt 10 times. That's the maximum number of times that you can be found in contempt of court. And he still ain't locked up. But evangelicals, Christian folks are supporting this thing. You Christian people, young people that's out here doing stupid stuff, y'all need to get a life. You need to get a grip. You need to cut out this stupid shit that's going on. You know, for my evangelicals, stop being hypocrites. Stop claiming the Bible. Stop claiming Jesus. Stop praising God, and then doing all of the carnage and hurting all the people that you're doing because you're simply. But again, that's another show. I'm gonna say that for Thursday. I got you on Thursday. But it's the top of the hour. It's time for me to get up out of here. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the show. I know I may have used a cuss word or two, but you know, y'all say a good word for me. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes people don't get your point unless you say a word to get their attention. So, but it's been an hour well spent. Hopefully I said something that's going to spark change, and we'll see what happens. But on the flip side, y'all come check me out. Like I said, I'm living life. I am enjoying life right now. I'm inviting every one of you to come out to Cast and Flights this Sunday at 6:00. Show starts at 6:30. One-man show will be hosted by Mr. Trey R&B, Mr. R&B and Soul. Trey Campbell. He is hosting the event. It's going to be an intimate night with G. We are smoothing it out. We are singing the smooth R&B hits on that night. Cast and Flights is free entry. Donations are appreciated. You know, you get in free. Donate what you can donate, what have you, because you know it is what it is. But I'm in there having a good time, and I want to give you a good time as well. So yeah, I'm inviting you out to come and check me out this Sunday, 6:00. Cast and Flights, downtown Pensacola on Palafox, right across the street from Singer Theater. If you don't know where it is, it's one of the coolest places to hang out. Mr. John McCord over there is the owner. Mr. Frank Broughton is one of the people who are managing over there. Some good people over there. The bartenders are nice, and you know it's just a cool vibe over there. So I'll be there this Sunday at 6:00. Show be there at 6:00. Show starts at 6:30. Two sets, smooth R&B. We're gonna groove all night. We did it 3 weeks ago. Bringing it back. The people that were there gave me rave reviews. They showed me so much love. My heart was overfilled with just the love that they gave me in that room, and I really do appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to the same thing again this coming Sunday. And then on June, I think it's June 22nd at the Gordon Community Center on DeVilla Street. I think the time is posted on my page. I think the time is 7:00 or something like that. But I'll be there. as well with a couple of the other artists as well doing their thing. So, you know, I'm living life. I'm living life to the fullest. I'm doing everything that I want to do. I'm having fun with it. I'm trying to make you guys feel good as well. Give you something positive to do and some, you know. But come check me out. It's for Cats and Flights this Sunday, 6 o'clock. Show starts at 6:30. 2 sets. We're going to about 10 o'clock. Well, actually, the set goes to about 11 o'clock. You know, we got DJ 3X will be on. Mr. Frank, DJ Spine as well. I'm sure he'll be in the house as well. Again, hosted by Mr. Trey Campbell, Mr. R&B Soul himself. So he is hosting this show. Shout out to him. That's my buddy. He's responsible for a whole lot in regards to what I'm doing now. So I appreciate him for just giving me the encouragement to do what I'm doing, and I am enjoying the hell out of it. I promise you I am. So, but anyway, time for me to get up out of here. I would desperately try to be on Thursday. I'm going to try my hardest to get here. And oh, Mr. John giving scores: Boston 55, Cleveland 50 in the second quarter. I guess the game is on. But anyway, thank you so very much for tuning in tonight. I will be back on Thursday, 6 o'clock. If I'm not on Thursday, I'll let you guys know. Just check my Facebook, check my feed, and see what's happening. But until then, you guys be safe. Y'all be blessed. And I am out of here.